quarterbacks combined.
That's crazy.
So, so yeah, it is what it is. But
Mm-hmm.
enough about the Commanders, man. Let's talk about Philly. Philly smoked the Rams. Not gonna lie, I was at Buffalo Wild Wings with the squad, chilling, watching the game. I'm like, go Puka, go Matthews. He had like a 12-yard run. Go.
Right, right.
And then Kyron Williams fumbles. I'm like, all right, right.
Yep, yep.
So it was a close game, and then Saquon, man, just opened the game up, and then it was a wrap twice. I was like, dang. So Philly looking sweet. The question I got for you, AJ, are the Eagles the best team in the NFC?
Joe, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Again, this might sound like a lot of homerism, but I think the Eagles are the best team in the NFL right now, bro.
Okay.
Like, I'm gonna be honest. I think the Eagles right now are the best team in the National Football League. I think the Eagles are the most complete team in the NFL right now. I really do. When you look at the numbers, they're the only team in the NFL currently right now, top five on both sides of the football. Defensively, they're number one. Offensively, they're number three. When you look at, how we're starting to be able to force turnovers. We got, we're starting to rack up sacks. Now, BG getting hurt is gone. It's not a lot. It's not enough people talking about that because BG, I know
Woo.
people like to crack jokes. Not only is he a big time leader, but he was having a great season. Like, he was making a lot of defensive plays. We gonna miss that, and I'm interested in seeing how we look without him and how we replace that production because even our defensive line was starting to catch rhythm. Now you missing him and you missing Bryce Huff. I got to see what the rotation looking like. We can't really afford too many like edge rushing injuries no more. Like,
Mm-hmm.
we just can't. All we really got is Josh Sweat out there and the young guy. I'm blanking on his name right now. Who having a pretty good season. Yeah, Josh Sweat. He a dog. Um, and so, but overall, man, like when I look at it, I'm looking at how we playing on offense. Saquon is dominate, bro. Saquon putting up historic numbers right now. Like Saquon looking like the best back in the league. I thought Saquon was gonna be nice for us. I didn't expect all of this. Like
Mm.
every game, he breaking out for a 50-yard touchdown, bro. 70-yard touchdown. Like it's really insane to see. Like we really gotta have that MVP conversation with Saquon in it, especially if he show up this week and do the same thing. Like he playing sensational. Hurts is not turning the ball over. We not requiring too much of him because it's like I said to you before, play point guard. You won't. He has the ability to take over a game and be Superman if need be. I've seen him do it, but right now you don't have to do that, bro. Hand the ball off,
Mm-hmm.
get AJ on the slant on the bomb. When Smitty get back, hit him on a couple out routes. Hit Dallas Goedert over the middle of the field, and you really kind of close right now. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then, like I said, defensively, man, like I said, defensive line getting home, linebackers playing at an all-time high. Cooper DeJean, bro. Cooper DeJean, I could talk about the same way I could talk about Quinyon Mitchell. Like Cooper DeJean is the most solid slot corner we have had in a long time, bro. Like in a long time. And he didn't see now Cooper Kupp, CD Lamb, Jamar Chase. Like he's seen some of the best receivers that move in and out of that slot. So the way I'm looking at it is you see how they're playing on both sides of the ball. I look at who do I trust more? Which roster do I trust more? I don't know if there's any position on the field, to be honest, that I'm giving the Lions like the edge over. Like I
Mm-hmm.
like our secondary better than Detroit's secondary. Our defensive line, I might, even though we have more sacks, I might get that to the Lions, especially without BG. I got to see it, right? Offensive line, I think is a push. I respect our offensive line. We have a great offensive line, right? I like our linebackers a little bit better with the way we've been playing.
Mm-hmm.
Offensive side of the ball, I trust Jalen Hurts more than I trust Jared Goff right now. Jared Goff floor is so loathsome. Jared, we didn't see him have some what in the world games. And we didn't see it from Hurts too, but not at 5 interception level bad. Like Hurts can turn it over. He might give you
Okay.
2 picks and a fumble or 2 fumbles and a pick. But 5 though is insane. You look at the running back position, obviously you got Saquon. The receivers on the outside, I respect a little bit more. Like I think the Eagles have the better overall roster. I trust them more. Adding to that, how they playing on both sides of the ball, man. I've been itching to say it that they're the most complete team in the game. I was waiting till after this Rams game. Like, I'm like, let's see how they look in this Rams game because we're going up against a very high-powered offense that is just now getting back healthy. So we'll see them young guys. We're going to see how they look, right? But they look great. And I'm just looking at it like, yo, I'm not saying we can't be beat because I do feel like we're going to lose pretty soon. And honestly, Joe, I'm not going to lie. I need us to lose another game soon. I need that last little cliche, nobody's going to give us this type of loss. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That last little cliche, we can't just waltz our way to the Super Bowl. I need that one more loss. I don't want to, as weird as it sounds, I don't want to go into the playoffs winning 10 straight games. I just, that's going to feel like an L is coming at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Give me one more loss. But I think at some point they're going to take the first seed from the Lions given their schedule. And, last thing I'll say too is, somebody can make the argument for the Lions and their schedule. I'll give you that. The Lions have played a lot of quality teams. And we haven't played the quality teams. These next couple of weeks will tell us a lot. We're playing the Steelers and Ravens in back-to-back weeks. They come out and they have a great game against the Ravens and the Steelers. At that point, bro, I don't know how anybody could deny it. It's at least in the NFC. I know in the AFC you got Buffalo and the Chiefs and all of that. You know what I'm saying? But the way we playing, man, number one overall defense, number 3 overall offense.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, bro. I'm leaning. I'm rocking with Philly. I'm
not gonna lie. If we took every team in the NFL at their very best, it's Philly. Philly has the best roster. I mean, I think I said that preseason. Y'all got a nice roster. Harvey does a great job. You know what I mean? Offensively, you got 2 number 1 receivers. You got a really good tight end. You got a really good offensive line. You got probably the best tackle in the NFL. You got Lane Johnson. Well, he's a guard. Lane Johnson, guard, tackle.
Tackle, I believe.
Tackle.
Mm-hmm.
Lane Johnson, who I was on, Saquon Barkley. I did a not your average top 5 last year. And I said, he's number 2. And everybody's like, behind King Henry at the time. I said number 2. Before the season. No, it's C-Mac. I said, you give Saquon Barkley a C-Mac situation and see what happens. And look what's happening. Look what's happening. Like, once y'all unleash Saquon, that's when y'all streaks start rolling. You right, bro. It's like every game. It's like, it's funny when he's taking all these long runs, it don't look like he's running fast.
It don't. It look like he kind of coasting, bro. Yeah, yeah. I was nervous. The first breakaway run he had the other day, I thought he was hurt. I'm like, is he hurt? He running kind of slow, but he ran in the end zone, did a dance. I'm guessing he good. Like
the second one, he jumped, put between his legs, gave it to the fan. I'm like,
yeah, he clowned.
Like, he really just be like this to separate himself. I'm like, is he?
So gliding, bro.
So at y'all best, y'all are right tackle. Okay. At y'all best, y'all are the best team. Now, y'all low is low though.
Fair.
Now I know you said Jared Goff's low is low, not Detroit Lions. The Eagles low is low. One thing about y'all, but here's the thing though. Will we see y'all low again? Because y'all low was before the bye week. And once y'all hit the bye week, y'all just been going uphill. Y'all had that one game against the Browns when it was like, okay.
The Bucks, yeah.
After that, it's just been going up since then. Like literally, y'all just been playing well ever since then. Y'all do have y'all moments when we watching like, yo, why y'all call that? See, one thing about the Lions, their execution is more pure than y'all's, I believe. Y'all are a big play type team. Like y'all, I feel like y'all don't chip away as the game go. It's like big play here, okay, big play there. Y'all are like an explosive type team. When the Lions, they are more consistent throughout the whole game. So, although Saquon, you look at the rushing numbers between y'all and the Lions, it looks like, yeah, y'all got the better rushing attack. The Lions have more of a consistent rushing attack. Saquon is like a home run hitter. Boom, boom, boom. So if I had to pick what team is actually better, I would say the Detroit Lions, because who's better is not based off at their best. It's not based off on paper, on the roster. I got to look at the whole totality of the season. What, like the Lions' weakness literally is probably Jared Goff. Like the one game they lost, Jared Goff lost them that game. All right. Jared Goff threw 2 bad interceptions against the Buccaneers, and they lost that game. Although he threw 5 against the Texans, the defense stood up and won. But when I look at the Eagles, y'all weakest link is probably somewhere in it's probably Jalen Hurts, but he's not it's a big weakest link. It's y'all coaching staff. Y'all
Mm-hmm.
coaching staff gets in y'all way. So like right now, we've been giving Sirianni praises. He's not getting away at all. He's not getting away. He tried against Jacksonville, but like stuff like that be happening with y'all when y'all shoot yourself in the foot. You don't really see the Lions shooting themselves in the foot unless Jared Goff is throwing an interception. So I would say like the Detroit Lions are a more disciplined team, are a more consistent team than y'all. But if y'all brought just like I would say the Chiefs are the best team in the AFC. I wouldn't want to play the Chiefs, but if every team were at their best, it's probably the Ravens. The Ravens probably the best team in the AFC at their best, but that's not the question. At their best, the question is who's better, and I'm gonna go with the Detroit Lions.
I was gonna say Carl kind of beat me to it in the comments. Dan Campbell, you never know. Now Dan Campbell have his he not Sirianni, but if there's anything close to like the
Mhm.
gutsy, like I'm gonna go for this fourth down that I probably shouldn't go for. I'm gonna go for this two-point conversion that I probably shouldn't go for. It'd be Dan Campbell. Now he's smarter and his team executes better.
And
Like
he been better this year though with that. But go ahead,
he been better, but he still got something there.
he
Like he
does
still
though.
it's still there. We know it's there. Like
He does.
we need one of them crucial moments where all right, Dan, what you gonna do? Like we need one of those. But I'm looking at it like this: if they play right now, if Detroit play Philly right now, I ain't gonna go into the game like the Eagles is gonna win by 45. I'm not gonna go into the
Mm,
game with a ton of confidence, but I'm putting my money on Philly
of course.
because of again how they could run the football, how explosive their offense is, and most importantly, bro, that defense is for real. I feel like I said every week, bro. The Eagles' defense is ridiculous. I can't remember the start the season. I said I'm not putting none on the defense. It's all about the offense. All
Yeah.
the money is on the. That's what I was saying. All the money is on the offense. Now I'm like, bro, this defense be saving us. We still get off the slow starts, and that's one thing I can say about Detroit. If there's a team that could jump on us early and get us down, now we having a different conversation. But the problem is the defense steps up every time and gives our offense a chance to get those big plays and get that rhythm going. And then eventually we just take off. So if we lined it up today, I think the Detroit Lions offense is good, bro. But I have more faith in our defense slowing them down than I do their defense slowing Philly down for an entire game. Like, I think we can scheme it up and slow those guys down. I'm not saying they all of a sudden, we gonna hold them to 17 points, but I think we could hold Detroit to like 23 points, somewhere around in there, and score 26, 27. Like, I could see a game like that given how well we've been playing, So I think the biggest thing for Philly, I said it at the very start of the season, and I'm saying it now. When we went through that dry spell, bro, when we went through that early adversity, I'm glad we went through it at the time that we did, bro. We was hurt, like we was banged up. We see AJ Brown back. We ain't lost a game with AJ Brown. Like Saquon, don't get me wrong, he's the guy, but AJ the X factor.
He had his
Like,
best game last Sunday. He balled
yup,
out. Not
like
gonna lie.
AJ is really the X factor. Like when AJ's on the field, the Eagles have a different. Like I love Devontae Smith. That's my dog, right? I found out Devontae Smith couldn't go. I'm like, but AJ playing, we good. I'm not gonna lie, we'll be okay. We got AJ. But if AJ's out and Devontae's playing, I'm a little bit more nervous because AJ is that guy that at any point, just like Devontae, he can have a big play, but he's a big physical receiver, hard to bring down. Hurts trust him a ton. He can take over a game. Top 5 receiver, in my opinion, still in the league right now. Like he's just on a different level. And so the Tampa Bay Buccaneers game, you lose without both of your receivers and without Lane Johnson, right? The Falcons game, I still feel like, give credit to the Falcons where it's due, but
Saquon dropped the pass.
Saquon dropped that pass, man, and it's like, yo, that might come back to bite us later, but it's like, it's hard for me to look at that early stretch and be like, that I don't think we know healthy what their floor is. I don't think we really know what their floor is at healthy right now because we just haven't seen them play extremely bad while they're healthy. And I'm hoping they're not saving that for the worst possible moment. I'm hoping, but like I said, Carl talking about lining up and all that. All right, bro, like be careful what you ask for right now. Like I don't. I know I'm an Eagles fan, bro. I hope everybody really, really watching them though. Now we didn't play Stafford, and we didn't play Joe Burrow, and we didn't play Jordan Love, and now we about to play Lamar Jackson. We gonna go into. We about to go into the playoffs. Unlike 2022, a lot of people didn't feel like we was battle tested. We're gonna go into this playoffs battle tested. We didn't see some really good offenses. I don't think we've seen a ton of great defenses. I'm not gonna lie about that. But we about to play Pittsburgh. So we about to walk into this playoffs battle tested, bro.
And the Ravens offense, that's gonna be a test for your defense.
It is.
Because their offense is like that. I'm not gonna lie.
It is. But I'm looking at it like defensively, what they gonna do.
They defense have been playing better though.
It has.
These last three games, they've been better.
It has, but
it's
it's leaky though.
And they might not have Roquan. Carlton gives an update. They ain't have Roquan last game.
Yeah. Of course. We the underdog right now against the Ravens. Carl in the comments saying if we lined it up right now, the Lions will be the favorite. Of course. I'm not denying that. That's fair. But y'all the favorite over us right now.
They don't tell the game though.
You said that on what?
Hold on. The Ravens are the favorite right now?
I think the last time I checked, the Ravens are the betting favorite. But this is before they play Monday night, so I don't know if that's still a thing.
They definitely the better favorite then.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So,
hey, that's gonna be a good test for y'all because Lamar
is a great game,
bro. Lamar is playing another level. I saw a video today, and it talked about how Lamar only got 3 interceptions, and all 3 interceptions, bro,
fluky.
So he really got none. Lamar is balling. He do one pass. It was an incomplete pass, but he hiked the ball off. He's getting pressure. He's about to take off, and last second he looks to the left and just throws it deep into the end zone, and then receiver couldn't get to it. But I'm like, bro, this man is like much. He's a great passer now. He's really good. And then you got Derrick Henry.
Hey, I'm telling you though, again, bro. This defense number 1 overall for a reason, man.
It's gonna be a test.
It's gonna be a test. But I think if there's currently right now outside of Pittsburgh, because Pittsburgh just seemed to have a number. Outside of Pittsburgh, if there's let's just say any NFC team. I'm glad Carl brought that up. If there's any NFC team that I think has the best shot of beating them, a team that could dominate time of possession with the run game, a team that could score with the passing game, make some big plays. And a team that can slow you down defensively. I think that's Philly right now, bro. So I just say, Joe, and I'm not saying this about you, but I don't know if people fully respect this defense to the level that they should yet, bro. I don't know. I think it's gonna take this game and maybe some other games to fully earn that respect. But the way they playing, man. It's looking ugly. That's all I can really say, man. That's all I can really say, man. But we gonna see. I also want to respond to some stuff. Oh, my boy Jordan went out. Also want to respond to some stuff that Carl said. I might have to turn this into full timeout. I might have to turn this into full timeout. Carl in the comments. Let me scroll up and find what he said. Carl in the comments said the Lions linebacking core is deeper than ours. I want to respond to that. The Lions linebacking core may very well be deeper, but as long as our 2 linebackers are healthy, and Nakobe Dean and Zach Baum, we have the better linebacking tandem right now. I just want to put that out there. We have maybe arguably the best linebacking tandem in the league, just not off name, just based off how they playing right now. Just based off how they playing right now. And so, me and Joe, we was going to do a little preview right now. Actually, when he come back, he should be back in a moment. We was going to do a preview about the Ravens and the Eagles game. Probably wasn't going to take long before we moved on to our last topic of the day. I just want to say, like I said before, I think the Philadelphia Eagles are going to drop a game at some point. I think it may come within the next 2 weeks. I'm actually hoping it comes within the next 2 weeks because I don't want us to lose to a AFC opponent, or I'm sorry, to an NFC opponent, because I need to get that 1 seed off Detroit. I need to get that 1 seed from Detroit. So I'm really looking at this game like, this is going to be a nice test against Lamar Jackson, a mobile quarterback that could do it all. But like I told Joe, I don't know how Ravens fans feel this week. I do not trust the Ravens defense. I don't trust the Ravens defense at all. I'm very interested in seeing if Devontae Smith can play this week. If Devontae can play this week with AJ and Goddard, I think that's going to be a lot for them to handle. It might end up being a shootout, but again, the way this defense is playing, I just don't know. Keep an eye out for Zay Flowers. I love how they kind of move Zay Flowers all around the field, similar to a CD Lamb and a Jamar Chase and a Cooper Kupp. They move him all over the field, but your boy Carl Cooper DeJean might be following him around the field. That's a marquee matchup. I don't know. I'm interested in seeing if Slay play. I don't think Slay is going to play this week, only because Slay dealing with injury right now, dealing with like a concussion. So I'm interested in seeing if Slay plays this week. What's going on, Joe?
Man, my commanders didn't like me talking so good about y'all, so they had to get me out of here. They're like, you speaking too highly of the Eagles, man. Pull the plug.
Man. I forgot even my train of thought. I told them, I was like, man, I guess this is going to be full-time out real quick. It's going to be full-time out real quick. But I don't know, to finish my thought, I don't know if Slay is going to play. I'm not sure if he will. I think he got a concussion last week, so I doubt he'll play the following week. So we got to rely on Isaiah Rodgers, who I don't think has been playing bad. You got Quinn on the other side. I don't think Bateman is going to have that big of a game. So I feel like they're going to have to rely a lot on their tight ends. I think they're going to have to rely a lot on them tight ends to really break the game open. It's going to be Derrick Henry and them tight ends. I don't know about the outside killing like that. And Zay play on the outside. They move him in that. They move him in that slot too. They move him around a little bit. Maybe not as much as those guys, but they move him around.
Zay a really good route runner too.
He is. He definitely
is. Quick as on the web, bro. Like Zay is
super
good.
Quick. Yeah.
He get the ball in his hands. I mean, he's dangerous too. And not just that. When you playing the Ravens, you got to defend as DBs for an extended period of time because Lamar be buying time in that pocket.
He definitely do.
And he don't take off every time. You know what I mean? And then the way I'm curious to see how y'all gonna play the Ravens. Are y'all gonna stack the box? Because if you don't, bro, like Henry is a problem. And
I think we are. I think we're gonna trust our corners, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I think we're gonna stack the box, bro. I think that's the best way to attack them, bro.
I do too.
If you trust your corners, but you gotta trust your corners.
I agree. But it's gonna be a battle. Can't wait.
I agree. It's gonna be a great game. We're gonna reveal our picks. I'm interested. Y'all know where I'm going. I'm interested to see where Joe go when it's time to do this. When it's time to do the pick 'em. But before we get to that, we got one more topic before we get to the pick 'em.